Well, I want to go over a little bit on some natural supplements for Parkinson's disease. And no, he doesn't have Parkinson's, but this guy follows me everywhere. Anyway, he's like a little dog cat. He follows me everywhere. But there's actually a couple supplements you can get that are very inexpensive for the effects of Parkinson's. That's when you have like the tremors in your hand or going, or it actually gets sometimes where you can't walk or talk and everything too. And not to say that this is a guarantee, but I read some things and actually told somebody to try magnesium, and they said it actually helped quite a bit. Two things I read that that had a lot of, I try to filter through what's not good information and what's good information, but it looks like a lot of times Parkinson's is also brought about from heavy metal toxicity from like aluminum, things that even when you're cooking, they have aluminum pots and pans. A lot of times that gets into food too, but it's everywhere. There's so many processed foods out there that there's a little bit of toxicity that adds up over a period of time. But if you could detox the heavy metals out of your body, you probably will greatly improve any of the effects you have for Parkinson's. But two things to take that are very inexpensive is magnesium, especially get chelated magnesium because it absorbs a lot better. And it's been believed that a magnesium deficiency over a period of time will actually cause Parkinson's because of also building up heavy metal toxicity. The other one is iodine. Now, a lot of Americans are actually short iodine. I think there's some controversy about what doctors say and how much you should take and all this type of stuff, but I think there's studies out there, and you cannot take my word for it because I'm not a doctor, but I read a lot of this stuff. Actually, I have people that I know are professionals, retired surgeons. I have people in my family that were doctors. I know several people, but it doesn't make me a specialist. But I've always had a keen interest in this, and I studied a lot. And I am aware that a lot of alternative, quote unquote, alternative medicine is a mixture of good and bad, and a lot of times it's greatly exaggerated. I mean, that's true. I mean, alternative medicine isn't like always, they call it alternative medicine, but it isn't the be all end all of everything. But in many cases, it's very useful for the amount of money you spend. So what I'm telling actually for this, to actually try, if you have Parkinson's, to try a magnesium supplement and an iodine supplement. Now, also, it'd be good to take a very good multivitamin, especially something that comes from whole foods, because it gets a little complex. Because if you just take magnesium, it works best with B6 and zinc. Then you're taking two other pills, so it's good to take, as a a lot of doctors tell you, it depends on what the doctor is, but sometimes they tell you that taking vitamins is really a waste of money. You get all the good nutrition from your foods. I don't really think that's true today, because back before, when the soils weren't as depleted as today, and we have high productivity farming, it's not the same thing you're getting, when you're even eating vegetables and things like that. You're not getting as much a nutritionally dense food as you used to. So supplementation, I think, today is actually pretty much a must. We try to get it to supplements that are not synthetically made, that are actually coming from natural food sources. Some people say they're not. There's no difference between the two, but I say there is a difference. But who am I? But just keep in mind that actually the goal would be to try to detoxify the body, because a lot of times it appears that Parkinson's is brought about by a toxicity of heavy metals. So chelated magnesium and iodine are excellent to take. Now you can also take, this actually helps to bring down some of the toxicity. It may not have a major effect on it, but to bring down some of the toxicity and get some of the bad heavy metals out of the body, which may have a number of effects on a person, is to also take broken cell wall chlorella. It's an ancient food. It's very safe. It's nothing toxic in any way. I mean, it's one of the most ancient simple foods, broken cell wall chlorella. and spirulina. It's another ancient food. As a matter of fact, those things were given to people that were victims of Chernobyl radiation, Fukushima radiation, and also when we had the Gulf oil spill with the chemicals. And, if part of the problem from Parkinson's is due to actually metal toxicity and chemicals and stuff like that that's found in processed foods, I would also add the spirulina and the chlorella, but actually the main emphasis should be on the magnesium and the iodine. And, it works best in conjunction with zinc and B6, but, it's better to probably just take the magnesium and the iodine. And if the multivitamin or the complete product that you have has iodine in it, you're probably okay. But you probably want to take a little extra magnesium on the side to supplement what's in the multivitamin type product. And some of the multivitamin products are actually excellent quality, and they do go well above the recommended daily allowance. But a lot of times there's a lot to be desired in some of the mineral supplementation side of it, because they might include a lot more B complex vitamins and C vitamins. But what you really want to concentrate on with Parkinson's is the magnesium and the iodine. Now, there's something else out there. It's called SOD. It's a super antioxidant. And also glutathione. I'm just going to throw that in there. That's something else that's good to take if you want to actually try several things, and I don't want to be confusing about it. I just want you to really remember magnesium and iodine. But if you also want to take this SOD, it's SOD. It stands for superoxide. I forgot what it is exactly. I forgot the name. But it's an actual very powerful antioxidant. Yeah, and also to take, make sure you, besides taking the SOD, also to take this broken cell wall, chlorella, and the spirulina. But I have observed that, or somebody has observed that has this mild touch of Parkinson's when they took the magnesium. The symptoms actually greatly diminished. So, now there's something else out there. Probably some other people know about this. That's actually cannabis. It's actually the marijuana, and that's supposed to actually very much relieve the symptoms from Parkinson's. But the trouble is it's illegal in most states unless you're in a state that it could be used for medical purposes. It's not an option. It's not an option. So anyway, I just want to put this out here because those are two cheap options to use, and it's like a lot of people have ignored this. There's a lot of expensive things out there, but this is worth a try. I'm going to tell you, I think it's worth a try. I think it's actually legit, because I've read a number of studies that they were like stellar. I mean, there were stellar results, and I told one person to try it, and they tried it, and it worked. Now, that's the only, real life example I have, but I think it's legit. So I just want to put this out here because, it's worth a try. It's definitely worth a try.